Hi, I'm Peggy Kelly with the Mighty Santa Paula Times, and this is Good Morning Santa Paula. It's Thursday, March 25th, and our guest today is the City of Santa Paula's Management Analyst, Jonathan Royes. And I got that right this morning, didn't I, Jonathan?
Yeah, thank you, Peggy. Good to see you.
Yes, and it's wonderful always to see Jonathan because he's always got a lot of news and a lot of insights about what's going on with the city. So why don't we just jump right into what everybody talks about? Of course, the priority is COVID. So I know that there's some vaccine information that you wanted to pass along to the audience.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Peggy. Good to see you again today. And one of the questions that keeps coming across my desk, whether it's from staff or residents, they're saying that sometimes they feel like they're having a difficult time finding reservations to set up their vaccine appointment. And I wanted to let everybody know that there are actually 3 different methods now that residents can utilize to find a vaccination appointment. So the first one that everyone is most familiar with is the VenturaCountyRecovers.org site, where you can log in, and those will help you find sites throughout the county where you can make a vaccine appointment. The second one is it's www.vaccinefinder.org. And if you go to that website, that will allow you to search our local pharmacies, Rite Aid, CVS, any other local pharmacies by zip code, and that'll also allow you to set up vaccination appointments at one of their facilities. And then the third one is the www.myturn.ca.gov, which is a state-based platform which basically has several different areas available throughout the county. And this one particularly has appointments that are being made at the Kmart site, the former Kmart building.
That's right.
So there's these 3 different methods, and they're all they don't overlap each other. So they're really different appointments. So while you might not be able to get a vaccination appointment through the county website or through vaccinefinder.org, you might be able to get it and sign up at the Kmart vaccine location.
That's wonderful. And also people don't forget, they can call their physicians too, because some physicians do have vaccines, some medical plans do have the vaccine, but I'm really happy to hear that more and more, there's more options, and I know it can be very frustrating.
Right.
Well, that's wonderful, Jonathan. That's very valuable information. And just as a aside, and you've probably been there also, I was over at Kmart yesterday. They've got quite the operation there for the vaccine center. Very impressive. And
they're really ready to go. And now the part that we're working with the county on is how do we get more vaccinations to that location so that we can service more residents in a faster manner.
Absolutely. Vaccines always been, like they say, they've got enough to, they've got a lot of arms, but not enough vaccines. So I know they're really working on that, and that's very important. But thank you for that update.
Yeah.
Now, still speaking about COVID, just to change the subject, we'll talk about COVID testing.
Yeah,
so
right.
Where are we at now on the testing?
Yeah. So, if you can't get that vaccination yet, it's still important to be safe. And if you think you might have it, or you're going to be around others or family or friends, and you want to get tested, we do have our testing, our take-home kits at the Harding Park location. And now I'll just be happy to announce that on April 6th at Teague Park in the parking lot there, we're going to have a mobile COVID testing on-site location. So you'll be able to show up there and get your COVID testing done on-site. And that is April 6th at Teague Park. And then on April 20th at Las Pierdas Park, in front of the youth center or the PD storefront, they'll be back once again with their mobile operations doing COVID testing in person.
Oh, that's great. And that's going to be 10 to 4 p.m. at both locations. I noticed that you had that in your notes. I didn't know more than you did. You had your notes.
Oh, that's good. Good point. Thanks, Peggy.
I'll give credit where credit's due. A lot of parents of children in town, and I know there's a lot of fun things, a lot of volunteers. So what are we looking at on the Parks and Recreation side of the city? Who's been so active and so imaginative. It's been very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, what a tough year for them, but Parks and Rec is always thinking of creative ways and things to, how to do great things for our community. And I'm excited to share with everybody, if they haven't heard already, that Santa Paula Beautiful is back. It's going to be taking place on May 1st, and starting April 1st, they're going to be taking signups for volunteers. So we're looking forward to having more people than last year attend. We had 300 people last year attend.
That was wonderful too. And give an example of like what they actually do. When we talk Santa Paula Beautiful,
Right.
Give an example, like what they do.
So I wasn't here last year, but from what I heard a staggering statistic that just blew me away when I heard it. I heard that last year, by the time they collected all the trash, they went through downtown, they went through some of our city buildings and some of the other areas, the downtowns, the parks, etc. And they picked up over 10 tons of trash throughout our city. So 10 tons of trash, I mean, that's a lot of trash, right? And then they, yeah, and then they beautified, I think we've all seen the photos of everyone. There were so many people painting different buildings and just putting that extra personal touch on some of our buildings that needed some revitalization.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and everybody had such a wonderful time, and they get a t-shirt. So,
Yeah.
there you go. I cleaned up the city and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Yeah, they have some other good things in store. I hear there's rumor out there that there's going to be a lunch provided as we get in. So, there's a lot of good things they're going to do. I'm sure they're going to try and make it bigger and better than last year.
Yeah, and it really makes a difference, and it's so great to see everybody out there working. It really was, and they all had t-shirts, and and you're right, they were painting, they were planning, they were landscaping, maintenance, they were picking up trash, they were just doing all sorts of things, and men, women, and children. It was a great event, and I know it will be better because word of mouth about a good thing gets around.
Right, we're opening up, and so I just wanted to tell everybody, look forward on April 1st on the front page of our website, spcity.org. You'll find the application, the volunteer form. You can fill it out right then and there and send it in to our Parks and Recreation department, because we're looking forward to having just as many people this year volunteer, and I look forward to volunteering myself. So. Sure,
absolutely, yes, that's wonderful. Don't you already volunteer? You mean they pay you for this?
Yeah, I'm going to be out there with my paintbrush.
Oh, yes, that's wonderful. And I'll give you my address because I think I need some touch up. Now, that's wonderful. Now, what any other news you wish to impart on the public?
Well, like I said, we said things are opening up. So, good news. So Parks and Recreation are actually going to open their doors from a limited time. So right now they've been closed to the public and they've just been accepting phone calls and emails. But they're going to be opening up on April 5th for limited hours. So stay tuned for further information on that. So that's great. They're going to start working on their programs for the summer camps and some of those other great things that are going to happen this summer. Speaking of which, on April 16th, they're going to host another virtual game night. So,
yeah. That's wonderful. And of course, all the activities they're going to be doing are going to be following all the guidelines for COVID and all that. And they've been. And I know so many people are, kids and adults and everything really enjoy the recreation that the city of Santa Paula offers, from the senior center and things like that, which, that always had a crowd, and all the kids' activities have a crowd. Yeah. So that's been something that's really been missed, I know, by the community. So that's wonderful news.
No, it's great.
Yeah, that is wonderful.
And that's why, Peggy, another thing I wanted to share with everyone, if you're interested, if you love people, you want to give back to your community, you like being involved and having fun with our youth, they're ramping up operations, and they're looking right now, we're hiring for recreation leaders for the Parks and Rec department. So.
Oh, absolutely. And there's so many kids, it's always been fun because so many of them become recreation leaders, have been involved in the programs.
Yeah.
So, that's just when they see the value in it as they become adults. And that's wonderful too. Anything else going on I should know about? I think we saw where we got a safety grant, safety preparedness grant.
Yeah, so really exciting news for the city. The city was able to obtain a $300,000 grant from the state to help us prepare for fire season and for some of the hot summer months that we experience. And the specific part of the grant is really to help us with our backup power generator system
Oh, absolutely.
during the California Edison when they shut off our power, and that's what we refer to as our public safety power shutoffs. So if it gets windy or there's certain fire conditions, they'll actually turn off the power. And then, obviously the city needs to continue maintaining services for the residents. So we need those backup generators.
Absolutely. And it seems to me, I heard a rumor that that was maybe your first assignment or one of your first assignments when you joined the city of Santa Paula.
It was actually the first assignment I had the first week I was here, and so many people contributed on this grant, but it was really great to see, to be able to put something out there, and as a team we came back and we delivered a win for our residents. And so now one of the biggest things we're most excited about is that we're going to be able to get a generator. We're going to be able to link that up for the community center, so that the community center can continue to do their Meals on Wheels program and feeding our seniors during power safety shutoff events.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm really thrilled about that. That's great. That's great news. We
Yeah.
we've certainly learned that we have to really be prepared.
Yeah.
We sure do. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Anything else going on I should know about?
There's a lot of great things going on, but I think I would take up all of your day. So, but you know what? I look forward to these conversations. So you know what? When we maybe check back next week or another week after that.
Absolutely. And I get a lot of comments from people who enjoy hearing from the different people in the community about what's going on in City Hall and the
Great.
chamber and the school district. So, I thank you so much for being such a great part of the program.
Well, thank you, Peggy. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay, great. Well, listen, thank you so much. And once again, I'm Peggy Kelly, and this is Good Morning Santa Paula. This will be broadcast on cable channel 10 if you have Spectrum, and of course on kadytv.net. And if you watch on YouTube, it's free and it helps us make this broadcasting possible. And once again, we had the city's management analyst, Jonathan Rojas, is our guest today. And we always enjoy the updates. Thanks so much, Jonathan. You have a wonderful weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.